mainly these are the stocks that has shows a lot of the outperformance throughout. The first one is CLBT, package software. So strong relative strength compared to the S&P 500, high lows throughout. Recently have a breakout, pulling back, still shows a lot of the outperformance even with this breakout and pullback. That's relatively strong. So supports stop loss is about 19.9, so slightly further from this axis line. So buy zone is closer to this axis line. So technically, this bar, this two bar could be the buy zone. Supply has been decreasing. That's also good. UTI. So I like how the stock's actually holding up, and that's sort of a contraction of the volatility. So from here to the recent reaction. So supply is on the low side, relatively low. That's okay. And prior leadership, a lot of the gap up. There's a power earning gap. Reaction. So pending a breakout. So what I want to see is actually a breakout confirmation, breakout above this pivot. So the pivot level is about 26.7. So if you could commit above 26.7, then that's a breakout type entry. Stop loss could be just below this breakout bar or below the swing low level, somewhere around 25. Mobileye, MBLY. So this is a long-term laggard. So lower high, lower lows throughout, and until recently, we see a breakout of the downtrend. So let me just draw this up. So recently, just breakout of this minute downtrend line, and if we pay attention to this routing, it seems like the handle is forming, attempt to break out. So that looks quite decent. So stop loss could be just around 18.4. So that could be the stop loss. And as long as it could commit above the pivots, 20.1 or 20.2. So that is a breakout time entry. So target would be just based on 1-to-1 projection from 12 to about 20 plus 8. So 28, 27, 28, that is the immediate target. So somewhere around here, that's also aligned with the resistance level. Okay. FNKO, Funko. Also shows strong outperformance. Recently just have a breakout, continuation to the upside. So entry might not be great because of the wider stop loss, but pre-markets have a gap down, so 12.7. We need to see whether it will suddenly have a bearish movement. So if it close below here, then certainly it won't be a good entry. So we need to avoid that. And the only thing we want to see is a buy zone somewhere around here. So to chop around. So a sudden drop or gap down to about 12.7, that certainly is a bearish sign. So don't really want to see that unless it could gap up and close up from here and have a few more bar chop around. Then as long as it's closer to the axis line, that could be a buy zone. Stop loss could be below 12, say about 11.9. Enerflex, strong prior leadership. Here, look at how shallow this pullback is. So very shallow type pullback, and even this bar failed to break out, and subsequently we do not have any downward follow through as well. So this is still considered as relatively shallow type consolidation, and recently just have a breakout. So consolidation, little handle, and then breakout. That could be the entry. Stop loss could be below 9.5, say about 9.4. TPR. So we discuss it here. So that is actually a nice entry. So very nice entry, but subsequently it just rallied away until recently we have this flag formation, breakout, holding up the gain. So it looks quite decent for this. Entry could be just somewhere around here, or even if you trade the flag here, then that could be your entry, and stop loss could be moved to somewhere around here, and that could be still the entry. Okay, stop loss 61.9. UNFI. So this is one of the setup that I really prefer. I really like. So strong movement, consolidation, breakout, power earning gap. That is a post earning setup. Okay, so falling wedge, breaking out, consolidation. If it could commit above the pivots, then there's a breakout type setup. 27.4 is the pivots. So I want to see a breakout from here. That could be the entry. Stop loss could be at about 26.2. So just somewhere around, just below this breakout bar, about 26.2. So immediate target would be the swing high level here. So your stop loss could be relatively tight, and at least aim 3-to-1 reward to risk. LQDT, Liquidity Service. So similar to the previous stocks. So the setup is very similar to UNFI, and I would like to see a breakout above the pivots. So breakout here. That could be the breakout type entry with stop loss about 30.8. So pivot is about 32.8. So if we could commit, then that is a breakout type setup. So this is also a post earning type setup, gapping up, retracement, pullback, and wait until the volatility settle itself with decreasing of the supply. But this supply is relatively low, so very similar to the past, similar to here or even here. So that's quite decent. SEI. So also similar to the previous setup, the two setup, and we have a very strong movement to the upside. So almost move up 100% just within a short period of time from November. That's a double, and I have a pullback, breaking out of the immediate downtrend line, or you can call this a flag, breaking out and pending breakout of the pivot. So the pivot I'm looking at is 29. So if it could come in above 29, that is a breakout type setup. we could put a stop loss just below this swing low. So that would be somewhere around 27.5. So immediate target would be the swing high target somewhere around 32, and hopefully it could resume the uptrend to move up as well.